because Charles was warned regarding 30 years past of the danger of damaging cash for honor scandals. Associate in nursing corporate executive with access to the Prince told Express.co.uk. Prince Charles was concerned in an exceedingly money for honor scandal last month within which he and a former aide were, according to the Metropolitan Police, about complaints. Carriage House has created it glorious, and therefore the aristocrat of Wales is unknown to the alleged scandal. However, a supply about to the aristocrat has currently claimed that he certainly knew such things happened within the royal team. Howard Hodgson, a writer who has revealed a book regarding Prince Charles that's aforesaid to contain astonishing revelations about him, told Express.co.uk that Charles must bear in mind that money for honor happens as a result of the autocracy, has long relied on the practice. He said, "Cash in honor has been around as long because the monarchy has told about profit honor. In fact, not will he assume that happens, in fact, as he must. I warned him about these dangers 30 years ago," he added. Mr. Hodgson said the aristocrat looked surprised throughout the 1991 encounter. Mr. Hodgson aforesaid the apply within which paid middlemen prepare royal or unearned access in exchange for donations to royal charities is in previous and well-established practice. Positive impact. He said that, if Charles had listened to Pine Tree State in 1991, many thousand teens over the past 30 years wouldn't have had their lives modified for the higher because of my careless approach. Was created attentive to the main points of the transactions made. Mr. Hodgson said that nobody told Charles, however they made their money so as to not hurt him by telling him the details. He added, if he asks several queries and desires to be preposterously correct, there won't be any cash raised, which won't do any good. In response to the initial allegations, a Carriage House representative aforesaid, the aristocrat of Wales has no data of the alleged provider of British title or citizenship on the idea of donations to organisations, financial aid, and absolutely supports the investigation presently being conducted by the Prince Foundation. Royal References said the government would want all awards, as well as unearned ones, before the palace was told they must be presented. A cupboard workplace interpreter told Express.co.uk. Strict procedures in situ to safeguard the integrity of the honour system are designed so nobody will offer or guarantee an identity. Attend. The sale of titles or degrees is prohibited underneath the Honour Abuse Prevention Act of 1925. Law has currently received 2 requests to research allegations against the aristocrat and his former servant, Michael Fawcett. The Republican Third House according Charles and Mr. Fawcett on suspicion of breaking the law, and Norman Baker, a former Liberal Democrat MP, has conjointly asked Dame Cressida Dick, the Met Commissioner, to open an investigation. At the guts of the statement is that Mr. Fawcett has offered to assist secure chivalry and British citizenship for Mahfouz Mareh Mubarak bin Mahfouz, a Saudi wealthy person who has given over £1.5 million to Foundations Charles Charity, as according within the Sunday Times. A 2017 letter, written once Mr. Fawcett was chief government of the Dumfries House Trust, within which he aforesaid the charity was willing and happy to use its influence to assist Mr. Mahfouz for his kindness. Mr. Fawcett has quickly stepped down as chief government of the Prince Foundation, whereas an investigation is current at the charity. The scandal was only aggravated once the Sunday Times created another allegation that Prince Charles had met William Bottrick, who is claimed to possess mounted the deal at least 9 times. Charles is said to have met Mr. Bottrick in England, European nation and Saudi Arabia over the past 7 years. Mr. Bortrick is the editor and owner of Burke Peerage, a clan publication documenting the aristocracy. A representative for Mr. Bortrick told the Sunday Times, Mr. Bortrick could be a proud supporter of the Prince Foundation. In his dedication to the foundation, Mr. Bortrick introduced many potential benefactors to the Prince Foundation. They are saying he met the aristocrats solely in a gaggle and near in private.